Nate, have you seen that there has been yet more small twist in the tale of the Epstein files and the Trump Epstein saga?
This is new to me.
Things
Regale
just
me.
things just keep moving on with the story. It's
Right.
a relatively small detail, or it could actually be a complete pivot point in the whole story. So there was this act, or the Epstein Files Transparency Act, that various people, that Massey and that Marjorie Taylor Greene woman, that they wanted to get through Congress, well, and the Senate, and make it actual, like, sort of legally force Trump to release everything there is, or Pam Bondi and Trump make and so that always seemed like, if you were going to be cynical, and if you were going to be nothing ever happens crew, it would seem like a crazy long shot. It's just not going to happen. It will just be baffled. It will just they won't allow that to happen. Well, it only bloody well passed super quickly. So, okay, it finally went to Congress, because the government's only just opened up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The US government was on not furlough. What do they call it?
Shutdown.
It's just on shutdown. That's what they call it, don't they? Shutdown. So they ended the shutdown. Sorry, you go.
Yeah. So is this like a bit of 4D chess now? Because basically it's on Trump. He has to approve it, and if he doesn't, is am I right?
Yeah, I mean, well, before we go into any more detail, I'll tell you that my overall take, my overall meta view of this is that it's a bit odd, and it doesn't quite add up to me. It seems a bit fishy. It seems like there may well be something going on behind the scenes that no one's really, hardly anyone is really aware of. Certainly me, people like us, the chattering classes that just talk about it on the internet. I think there must be other stuff going on behind the scenes which we're not aware of, because it doesn't all add up. So let me tell you a little bit more of the detail. It went to Congress. They voted on it straight away.
That's odd. That's unusual anyway.
And it passed. Scroll down a tiny bit. I think it's right at the top of the text here. It passed. 427 to 1. What? One congressman voted against it. Right. That is really, really remarkable. It's very, 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 very rare you would ever see anything like that. Ever, really. I mean, that Congress is united almost very nearly unanimously, completely across the board on something.
That's odd.
Especially seeing as it is the case that plenty of them have openly voiced reservations about it and have got something to lose potentially. Were even, some of them have gone to Epstein's bloody island or went to his New York mansion and may well have something to hide. But no, you've got 427 to 1. Right, okay, so that happens right away. My spidey sense is like, wait, what's that? It's a bit odd. Go on.
Can I just interject then?
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's called the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Will it be transparent though, or will everything be redacted? What's in the act? Do we know what the what the sort of legislation in the act actually says and stipulates?
Yeah. Now, one of the key things that it says is that it doesn't force, basically, the Justice Department, Pam Bondi, doesn't force her to release anything that is classified.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's brilliant. Unclassified stuff. Although that would still be a massive dump of documents and information. But yeah, they can still, and probably will, redact shitloads of stuff.
Brilliant.
So nonetheless, despite that, even Congress votes 427 to 1. Then it goes to the Senate. And at the very least, at the absolute least, it would take days, if not a week, if not more than a week, before they even look at it. That's normal. Chuck Schumer, just immediately fast-tracked it through. Yeah, unanimously. There's this thing, apparently it works in the Senate, that if like the minority and majority leaders of the House, of the Senate, if they know that there will be no opposition, that because there's only 100 senators, right? Usually 50 apiece, roughly. And you can relatively quickly, find out if any of them are gonna have got the intention of voting against it or blocking it or filibustering or anything. And if both sides realize that not a single one among them is going to do that, then you can just click your fingers, fast track it through, unanimous, boom, done. And that's what they did with this. Yeah, see your face kind of, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like,
I don't believe we're going to get anything.
Well, maybe.
And the reason why,
quite possibly.
Did we get anything with the JFK?
Not really.
Did we get anything with the they were going to do like MLK? Were they doing MLK files as well? What were the other files?
Yeah.
We didn't get anything. We didn't get anything. We're not going to get anything.
They give you little tidbits. It's like, as I say, like a limited hangout, very limited. I mean, they quite often will release things that we basically already knew. Yeah, this will still be a limited hangout.
I don't reckon we'll get anything. I literally hot take. There'll be nothing. There'll be nothing. There'll be nothing.
Quite possibly.
I bet you anything. And they'll go, but we've released it all. Yeah. That'll be their get out of jail card. That'll be their way of shutting everyone up. But we released it all. Shut up. Go away. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but you didn't, though. You didn't.
That's what they did with JFK. They're like, well, that's everything now. That's everything. It's like, no, it isn't.
Why keep saying that this is like a Democrat hoax, or it's a hoax and it's this and it's that, and then but there's nothing, but there is stuff, but there's not. It's a hoax. Oh, you're still talking about this, and then go, yeah, we'll just release it all then. Yeah, no, they're not going to release anything. This is bollocks.
Well, so legally now, though, Trump has got 30 days to okay it. And I think he's legally bound to, and he says he will. He didn't need an act of Congress to. He could have just done it of his own volition. Yeah, but the thing that's odd about it is that there will be some detail there which will be embarrassing for various people. Someone like Larry Summers or whatever, someone like Bill Clinton. There will be some. I'm sure there will be some that's like going to be embarrassing. But yeah, like the thing that the Democrats sat on it for basically all of Biden's term and didn't, if there was shit in there about Trump, because I've heard some rumors, and I must say there are only allegations that are just scuttlebutt. It's just alleged. I don't know if it's true, but I've just seen on people chatting shit, saying that there were stories that Trump and Epstein back in the day, back in like the 90s, were like in Vegas or in certain hotels, or maybe it was like Atlantic City or whatever, and they were getting young girls and stuff, and that they partied and things. But if there's anything truly explosive in there about Trump, you bet your bottom dollar that during the Biden years they would have at least leaked it, probably. But then there's also a fair amount of evidence that in the last years of Epstein's life, he hated Trump and didn't trust Trump, and that it seems that they certainly fell out at some point. Again, I think back in the 90s or the early 2000s, long before Trump was president for the first time. So there's also that. But the fact is, this Transparency Act has passed. So we'll see in the next 30 days if we get anything at all. I suspect there will be something. We'll get tidbits. But yeah, whether it'll be the full-blown, here's documents confirming Epstein was Mossad and then working for a double agent at CIA, and the whole thing was a honey trap for compromat on the world's billionaires and politicians and Bono. I doubt we'll get that, right? It's like when they released all the JFK, apparently released all the remaining JFK files, and it was like, yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. So I guess we'll see.